I'm DJBK, and this is a quick method to see 50 flops on globalpoker.com.
Alright, so you have a lot of games like these where there's a padlock on there. This one here is the daily $500 Bonanza. It's got a padlock on it, and it's not going to let us register for this game until we see 50 flops in either gold coin or sweeps cash. So up here at the top you got gold coins, switch currency, you got sweeps cash. But we're going to go to gold coins and come over here and click cash games. Next, you want to click over here at this top row where it says blinds and make sure that your bigger blinds are at the top, and at the bottom you have the smallest blinds being 5 and 10. So scroll down here and you'll notice there are 2 tables that you can open on your own. So we're going to start opening some of these, but first we're going to prep our page. If you have 2 screens, you could just take, the new ones you're opening from here and move them over to the next page or next screen and then bring them back whenever you're ready. But if you've only got 1 screen, this is how you're going to do it. Go ahead and minimize this guy, or not minimize it, but yeah, minimize it, and make sure that you got half your screen open and half your screen is Global Poker. So we'll start at the very bottom and we'll start to add these guys one by one until we get up to 5 tables out there. So the thing is, you want to start with a low dollar amount, okay? You can come in with 1,000 like it says, but we're going to come in with 100 per table because, again, we're trying to do this as cheap as possible to yield as many games as we can. So once that's set to 100, you'll set the remainder of them to 100. Now, this guy joined really quick. That doesn't usually happen. So we're just going to fold the first couple of hands with this guy so we have time to set up some other tables really quick. It won't take us long to set up the tables anyway, so no big deal. So the thing is, the reason why I do this is because Global Poker uses its own tab bar, basically. So all these tables are going to be opened in a section of the tab that's actually in the Global Poker tab. They're not going to be individual tabs at the top of your screen like in Google Chrome or Firefox or what have you, or whatever you're using. So by doing it like this, you save yourself the trouble of them constantly disappearing one behind another while you're trying to get them all on the screen at the same time. Because sometimes they're easily available on some operating systems, they're not just readily available. But using this method, you'll get them up every time. So try not to let your OCD get the best of you. Get them all out there so you can see all 5. Now, right now I'm covering the top right-hand side of the screen, but eventually I'm going to open up that side, and that's just so that you can see when the GC alert comes through that says we've seen 50 flops and can now play register for the $500 Bonanza game. So you're going to populate these tables. They may populate all at once, they may populate one at a time, but you'll get your first table populated, and if you were just playing this table, you'd have to see a minimum of 50 hands in order to play your Bonanza game. So this way, now we got 2 going, so now you only have to see 25 on each. There's a third, there's a fourth. So you can see how, now you got 5 tables running, and it's only going to be a short matter of time before you see 10 hands on each table. Just watch what you're spending, unless it doesn't matter to you. If you've got plenty of GC to throw around, get out there and have some fun. But you can qualify for these games with virtually nothing. It's super cheap. I'll actually have some strategy videos about that in the future. Now, if you notice here in the top right hand corner, it just showed us these 2 alerts saying about the Gold Coin Challenge GC 100,000 free roll. But down there it says daily 500 Bonanza completed. So we saw our 50 flops, and now we can go and register for that game. But first we have to get out of these. So what you want to do is click on these sections in the left hand side of the screen that says sit out next hand. Okay, and that way it's just going to close out these hands for you one by one as you close them out, and it'll keep you from having to do so much work or accidentally leaving money on the table, which is equally frustrating. So we'll wait till these hands run out here. And actually we didn't do too bad. If I'm looking across that, if I did right, out of the 5 tables, we actually made 100 GC. So that's not too terrible. Alright, so now we're going to jump back over to Sweeps Cash, okay? And now once you're in Sweeps Cash, of course, scroll down, and you're going to be in Tournaments. And once you're in Tournaments, scroll down, and you'll see that daily 500 Bonanza. Now we're just doing this for the sake of showing that everything works here, but once you're there, go to the top of the screen, and you'll be able to see how many people are registered for the game. It's about to be 1 more in just a second. Your buy-in is going to cost you 10 cents plus 1 cent, so a total of 11 cents to participate in this. And you know, that's a lot better than $2, $3, $5, $10. So let's go ahead and register. And there's a 10 cent plus 1 cent. We'll buy in there. And now you notice you have successfully registered for the tournament. So now we can click on this here. It doesn't say denied right there. It says you have successfully registered. So hope this helps out. You can do this method super quick. It's going to get you in there fast. So if you're late for a game and you got to register, hope this works for you. Hope this helps out. Also, if you wait to 20 minutes to 30 minutes after the hour, this works like a charm. And the reason is people are exiting the free roll tournaments that are at the top of every hour, and as they exit they usually go and find something to do that is inexpensive, and that's how those tables populate. But anyway, thanks again. If this helped, please leave a like or a sub, and we'll have some more content in the future. Thanks again.